Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video. The goal of this project was to turn a free Chromebook into something that was comfortable to use, and somewhat capable. The end result was this. A Chromebook Ultrabook that is currently running Windows 10. Today I am going to show you a documentation of the process, and it's pretty easy to follow along if you would like to replicate it as well. I will be making a video of how to install Windows on a Chromebook soon. So stay tuned for that. Before I moved into my sophomore year of high school, I wanted to install Windows on a Chromebook. So I took my old Samsung Chromebook and installed Windows on it. And before 2024 started, I got a free Chromebook that was used. The laptop I ended up getting was the Acer C740 that has a 16GB SSD, 4GB of RAM, and a TN panel. And then I got a 128GB SSD. Overall, the build quality isn't the greatest as you probably expect. The keyboard is not terrible, but can be a little mushy, and the touchpad doesn't have the greatest feel, but it's still decent. For I/O, it's got 2 USB ports, an audio jack, HDMI output, AC plug, SD card reader, and lock. It's fairly thin, and more portable than most similarly priced laptops. Most will have GPN panels, hard drives, trackpad with terrible feel and fairly thick and won't be easy to carry around. I started by preparing my system to install Windows. Firstly, I removed the hardware write protection by removing the red protection screw on the motherboard. This is used as a security implementation for Chromebooks, but since we are flashing the new firmware, we need to remove it. Next, I put my device into developer mode and flashed the new firmware onto my Chromebook. This allows us to boot UEFI-based OSs. Installing Windows is just like installing it on any regular PC, so it's pretty simple and straightforward. Keep in mind that you will have to remove all your data on your drive if you want to follow this process as well. And then, I installed drivers for the Microsoft Visual C++ library, Chrome EC, and Touchpad, and Windows installed drivers for audio and display. And lastly, I replaced the 16GB SSD with a 128GB SSD. I removed the back of my Chromebook, removed the old drive, put the new drive in, and then put the cover back on. I had to reinstall Windows after I did this. I am able to get 4 to 5 hours of battery life, which isn't the best, but I would probably be enough to get me through a whole of school. Overall, I am pretty much satisfied with the results, and I'll be looking forward to continuing for basic tasks. Before the video ends, I just want to say I'm going to make a video of how I got my heat detector to activate through a pull station. So stay tuned for that. Alright, that's all for the video, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.